Okay, so what I will do first of all, I'll just try to take a small project, okay, and I'll try to showcase you in front of you right now, and then you guys have to do the same kind of a project from yourself also, okay. And then we'll try to you guys have to submit. I'll assign the project. Obviously, you guys have already taken the project, and I've already given weather related data sets to you guys to do the project, okay. Once it is done, then we submit it by Monday. Okay, Monday is the last deadline for that. Okay. Meanwhile, let's start with the work right now. Machine learning ML project. Okay. What we will try to do, guys, we will try to read the data set, some data set, and we'll try to do end-to-end work onto that data set. Okay. So I'll take a data set from my repository only. Hmm. So let me take this data set. This data set is pretty much very famous right now. So we'll take this data set, okay, Titanic one right now, because already we have worked something onto it. So I'm importing important libraries that I will be using for my project work right now. So pandas is needed. Get import pandas as PD, okay. Import numpy as NP, okay. Numpy is also needed, guys. Import matplotlib. This is for visualization, guys. Here. Import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Okay. Import cborn as SNS right now. So these are just important libraries for doing your end-to-end project work. And for machine learning related work, we will import it at the bottom right now. Okay. So let me just first of all try to read the data set, guys. Okay. So df is equal to pd dot read underscore CSV right now. So we will read the data set. So guys, just after reading this data set, the first thing we should try to understand the data. We should explore about the data. We should be able to understand it right now. Okay. So if we try to see, we are having passenger ID column. This is the ID survived, whether the person survived or not. So not survived 0, person survived 1 right now. 0 means person was not able to survive, and 1 person is able to survive right now. P class, from which class he is traveling, name of the person, gender, age, sibling and spouses, pass, ticket, fare, cabin, embark, rest of the columns we are having right now. So what we wanted to do currently here, after understanding the data, the first thing we will try to do is the data cleaning work right now that I told you guys, okay? And inside the data cleaning work that we have understood that we have to tackle the null values problem currently, okay? So let's try to tackle the null values problem. But first of all, we have to see, do we have null values or not? So write it def dot is null dot sum, okay. So we'll try to see, do we have null values or not? So we can see directly we have several null values, okay. And we have solved this problem already in data cleaning, okay. So if you try to see, age is having 177 null values, cabin is having 687 null values, embarked is having 2 null values right now. So what we will try to do, guys, we will try to fill the null values inside. So for filling the null values, what we will do, we will use our fill NA function for it. So suppose we wanted to fill the null values in the age column, and we know that age is nothing but age is continuous data. So for filling the null value in the age column, we will use mean actually, okay, average value. So df of age dot mean, we are going to use it right now. So average value, you got it 29.69. So we will fill the null values in the age column by mean actually, okay. So let's try to do it. So df of age dot fill NA function, okay. And then what you can say, We will fill it by 29.69. Okay, and we will use in place is equal to true to update the changes. In place is equal to true to update the changes right now. So in age column, we fill the null values already. Now we have to fill the null values in the embark column. And embark column is, as we know, that embark column is nothing but it's a categorical data. So here we are going to use the mode function. Okay, so let's try to do it. Df of embark column, and we will use dot mode function on it. Okay, and we will try to see the mode value. It is coming s right now. So we will fill the null values in the embark column by s. So df of embark and dot fill any function, we will use it. Okay, and we will fill by which value? We will fill by s value right now, and we will update the changes by in place is equal to true, right? In place is equal to true. So we fill the null values in the invert column by s right now. So those two things is already done. Now the third thing we wanted to see, that Kevin is having a huge amount of null values, and we have understood already when the percentage of the null values increase, actually what we try to do, we can't use it in our machine learning regarding work right now. So simply what we can try to do, we can drop the cabin column. So for dropping the cabin column, what we will do, we will use df dot drop function actually. Okay, and what we wanted to drop, we wanted to drop cabin column actually. And for dropping the columns, guys, we use axis is equal to 1, right? Okay, and then for updating the changes, we use in place is equal to true. These are the syntaxes and code. We can't argue with the syntaxes and code, guys. We have to remember those things actually. Okay, so we will try to drop the cabin column. So we are able to drop the cabin column here right now. Okay. So now the data cleaning work is quite done. If I try to show you the null values this time, we should not be having any kind of null values in our data set. Null dot sum. We are not having any null values. So the data cleaning work is done. After data cleaning work, we try to do some sort of analysis on the data. Okay, so analysis on the data, I generally try to prefer to do into the Tableau. But today I'm also going to show you into the Python also how I can try to do the analysis. But for doing the visual analysis in Python, we have to write some sort of a code. Okay, so that's what we are going to write it right now. So first of all, I wanted to showcase you guys how many male survived, how many female survived or male survived, something like that. So I'm just trying to see bond sns dot bar plot I'm using right now. Bar plot I'm using, and I'm using what you can say y column as gender. Okay, x column I'm using as what you can say survived column I'm using. Survived column I'm using right now, and then I'm using right now what you can say um, like estimator. There is estimator, guys, right now, and I'm going to use as len function. Okay, here by this graph we will be able to understand how many male and female are there actually. Okay, so data we have to also give it, guys. Data is equal to df, we forgot about it. Okay, so we will be able to understand that male are more as compared to female. There are roughly 587 or 86 kind of male we are having, and there are nearly 300 females are there right now in our data set. Okay, so this we can understand by the visualization. But I told you, if you wanted to do the analysis work for your data set, the best part and the best methodology to do the analysis in your data set using will be always the Tableau, and it would be very quick, guys. Right now, if Tableau loaded, I will be able to show you the analysis like on the same data set, how we will do the analysis on the cleaned version of the data set, not unclean. I'm so telling you about the clean version of the data set. Okay, so let it just load right now. But some more analysis you can do onto it. You wanted to know how many people survived and not survived also. So suppose if you wanted to know how many people survived or not survived, so what you will use, guys, y column you can use survived, and x column you can use any column. There is no issues at all. Suppose x column I use passenger id, any column you can use x, there is no issues at all. So I'm using passenger id right now because we are so counting does not have any issues right now. And now if I run it, so let's try to see what it is going to give us right now. Okay, so it gives like this. Let's just rotate it right now because I guess it is not able to make it happen. we have to consider like a categorical data. Let's see on the y-axis it will do. Yeah. So on the x-axis it is able to do right now. So you can see 0 means the person is not able to survive right now, and 1 means person is able to survive. Okay, just a second, guys. Radhishyam,
Sir, screen not visible, sir.
screen not visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you may have to tell earlier actually. I've shared the screen at that time. Yeah. So I was trying to showcase you this thing. We were trying to read the data set. Okay. We read the data set, and then the same day that we have did on the cleaning data cleaning part. So we were trying to do the data cleaning. Okay. Cabin column we drop. We fill the null values in embark column. We fill the null values in the age column by average value. We have understood already. Now we were trying to do some sort of analysis using what you can say using Python. So that's what I was trying to tell you. For doing the visual analysis in Python, you may have to write the code. So first analysis we did it. How many male and female is there right now? We are able to get it right. How many people survived or not survived? So 0 means person not survived. 1 means person was able to survive actually right now. So if you try to see, there were a lot of people who was not able to survive. There were less people who was able to survive actually. Okay. Now if you wanted to do the proper analysis onto it, right? Okay, a very good detailed analysis on the same data set. What you can do, guys, the data set you can save it. This is clean the data set. This is the clean the data set that we have cleaned up. So this data set, what we can try to do, we can save actually. We can simply write tf dot to underscore csv. So the data set would be saved, and I'm giving right now Titanic cleaned cleaned dot csv. So I'm giving the file name Titanic clean dot csv. Index is equal to false. I'm giving because I don't want any extra indexing. Okay, so that's why I'm giving index is equal to false. If I run this code, you will be getting the data set here right now. This is now the cleaned version of the data. It is not uncleaned. This is completely cleaned data right now. So I can download this file. Okay. After downloading this file, I can directly load the file in Tableau. You can see. I'm trying to load the file indirectly Tableau. So I will be able to load the file directly Tableau. Tableau will automatically understand whether it is what you can say, whether it is uh, like a Excel file, CSV file. It would be able to understand properly. Okay. So what we have did it. Let's just see. Let me close this file. So if you try to see right now, we are able to load the clean version of the data. You can see Titanic clean.csv. We are able to load the data. And now if you wanted to do any kind of analysis, you can click on the sheet and you can just start with your analysis. Suppose you wanted to know how many people survive, how many male and female was there. So you can move the gender here right now, and you can move passenger ID or something like that here, or any value. For counting, guys, any value is fine right now. Okay, you can put it here. Now you wanted to count how many male and how many female was there. So what you will use, not sum of fair, you will use count actually, because you wanted to count how many male and female is there. You can see 314 female survive. Sorry, 314 female data is there, and 577 male data is there right now. Okay. Now you wanted to know how many male survived in Titanic ship and not survived in Titanic ship. How many female survived in Titanic ship? How many males not survived female in Titanic ship? So what you will do, survived column you can move before any values. Like suppose I wanted to move after gender. Okay. Now it is coming like what right now? If you try to see, it is coming sum of survived right now. Although it should not be sum of survived. Okay. Because we knew this thing. Survived column was having what kind of values, guys? Survived column was having 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 kind of values. So 0 1 0 1 0 1 kind of values, what we have understood earlier, that is a categorical data. It's not a continuous data. So mistakenly Tableau have understood survived column as a continuous data. So that's why it's put it in measures right now. So survived should be on the top. Okay, it's not a continuous data. Okay, similarly P class also, guys. P class first, second, third, first, second, third class, that is also categorical data, guys. So it should be moved on the top right now. Parts also, how many parents and children we are having, that should be also categorical data. Sibling and spouses, that should be also categorical data. So Tableau understood those data as wrong. That's why you are not able to do proper analysis. So we drag and drop above so that we can make the data as a categorical data. Below is continuous, above is categorical data right now. So we wanted to know from each gender how many people survived. So now you can see after making into categorical, we are able to properly know. Right now we are able to see, right? And I will enable the labels and you will see right now inside the female, inside the female data, how many female was not able to survive? 81 female was not able to survive. How many female was able to survive? 233 female was able to survive in Titanic ship. Okay, but in the male case, if you try to see, guys, inside male, 468 male was not able to survive. 468 male was not able to survive, although only 109 male was able to survive. So if you try to analyze this data, who survived most, guys? Male survived or female survived in term of numbers? Whose survival rate is more, guys? Male or female? What do you guys think? Whose survival rate is more, guys? Male or female? Hmm? If you try to see, 233 female survived. 233 females survived right now, and 109 male survived only right now. So if you try to see who survived most, female survived definitely most. Although female total number is very less actually. Male, how many male died? 468 male died in Titanic ship actually, guys. And how many female died in Titanic ship? Only 81. So you can try to understand actually, and this is actual data. This is completely correct data. Okay, so any kind of further analysis, further detailed analysis, you can directly do in Tableau actually. That would be more and more better here right now. Okay. By first class, second class, third class analysis we want to do. Suppose we wanted to do analysis based upon the classes also. So P class, we are going to move it here. Now you can see right now here, which class people survive most. Just a second. Let me just move the gender out of it and move survived here right now. So if we try to understand right now which class people survived most, which class people survived most. So there are 0, 1 right now. So first class people, how many people died? 80 people. Second class people, how many people died? 97 people. 0 means person died. 1 means person survived. So 0, if you try to see right now here, how many people
And not
died?
visible, sir.
Screen not visible, automatically gone. Kya? Just a second. Hmm. Yeah, automatically sometime it's went off, guys. Like I guess you guys may have to tell whenever it's happening right now. This Mac should I told you. Okay. So yeah, let's come on to this part. Hmm. So if you try to see, 0 means person not able to survive. 1 means person was able to survive. So if you try to see the numbers, just try to see, guys, here right now. The people who was not able to survive, first class people are very less. Means you can see the first class people number who died in Titanic ship. They these number are just 80. These number are nothing but just 80 if you try to understand. That means if you try to understand the first class people, the people who are wealthy in term of money, the people who were rich in term of money in Titanic ship, guys, right now, those people died very less, 80 only. And the third class people from Titanic ship, their death ratio is very, very high. They were not able to survive, guys, right now. So 372 people died actually from the third class, and only 80 people died in first class. And in third class, 372 people died in third class, guys. So you can understand that if you were rich in Titanic ship, if you were really rich in Titanic ship, your survival chances was more actually. Now you can imagine from this number, first class people, if you try to see, first class people, how many first class people survived? 136, and that is the most actually. That is the most if you try to see. So you can conclude from this analysis that the first class people who were very rich actually, who were rich actually, they survived the most. Okay, and they're not survived. There were only 80 people who was not able to survive in first class, and 136 people survived in first class. First class means rich people. And in third class, there is a lot of people who was not able to survive, guys. This kind of crucial analysis you can do directly and in a very easy way. We can get into the tableau right now. If you wanted to color, you guys know about. If I wanted to do color based upon anything, suppose survived, not survived, we wanted to color it. So survived, I will put it into the color. So my values will be colored based upon it. So you can see these are the people who survived. These are the people who were not able to survive. So coloring and everything we can directly do in Tableau very easily, and we can do very good analysis directly in Tableau. Whatever we wanted to do, we can spend more time into the analysis. That's why I told you I have sent you guys the downloadable link for the Tableau on that day. Okay, but I guess one people only did, or not many people have tried actually. You should try. You should try to explore these things. Unless you try, you will not be able to understand it properly. Okay, you will not be able to use it. You'll not be able to see the problems into it right now. So what we did it, what I personally do in general, guys, whenever I get the data set, I understand the data set. After understanding the data set, what we can see, we clean the data set in Python. After cleaning the data set in the Python, what I did it, I saved the clean data set. I saved that clean data set, and then that clean the data set I have loaded in Tableau. And then when I loaded in Tableau, guys, what I have did it, I have did my data analysis inside the Tableau only. That's what you guys have to also do in your case. Okay, that's what you guys have to do. So whenever you are doing the project, by Monday, I told you that a deadline of the project would be only Monday right now. You guys have to submit it. Then the top performer, the rest of the thing would be decided, certification and all. So what you guys need to do, you guys have to clean the data in Python, but you need to do the data analysis inside the Tableau only. You have to try to do the analysis into Tableau only. You need to save the clean version of the data and load into Tableau, do the analysis accordingly. Okay. Next thing, what we are going to do after doing the what you can say analysis, analysis inside Tableau, then the main works come your machine learning related works come right now. So this is your DF guys, data guys right now. Okay. Now what we wanted to do, we wanted to make a prediction. We wanted to create a model, create a machine learning model, which will be able to make the prediction, we will be able to make the prediction whether person survived or not based on his age, his age, and his P class. His P class.
Screen not visible, sir.
Again, it's gone. Okay, guys, sorry for that. Multiple time it happens. Let me close the Tableau also. Yeah. So if you try to see here right now, we wanted to create a machine learning model which will be able to make the prediction. Let me just do force quit to this. Don't say. Hmm. If you try to see, create a machine learning model which will be able to make the prediction whether the person survived or not survived. We wanted to make a machine learning model where we wanted to predict whether the person survived or not survived based on his age and his P class based upon P class means first class, second class, third class. Age means age of the person. Based upon age and his P class, actually, we wanted to make prediction whether the person survived or not. Age, and let's take one more thing. Age, fair prices, ticket prices. Based upon age, ticket price, we can say fair price, and the P class, we wanted to predict whether the person survived or not survived. Can you guys tell me what would be my Y data here for if I creating machine learning model? What would be my Y data? What would be my Y data and what would be my X data, guys? What would be my Y data and X data, guys? Yesterday we have understood a little bit about machine learning. X is input data, Y is output data. So what is the output we wanted to have it? Output. What the output we want, guys? What the prediction we want actually? Just tell me. Prediction, guys, prediction. Tell me the prediction. What the prediction we wanted to have it, guys? Guys, this is easy, na? This is not tough at all. What the user wanted to predict? What the user wanted to predict, guys? No one. User wanted to predict whether the person survived or not survived. So which column we are predicting actually? Survived column we are predicting, guys. So y value will be nothing but df of survived column. Okay. Now we wanted to predict whether the person survived or not survived based upon what? Based upon his age, based upon his ticket fare prices, based upon his P classes right now. So X columns will be what? Age, fare, and P class, guys. So X column will be what we will write it. We will write it age, we'll write it fare, and we will write it P class. Based upon these three columns, we are going to predict whether the person survived or not survived. X is this input, guys. Y is this output right now. Okay. So let's run this thing right now. Okay. So now what it is happening right now, user will give age, user will give fare prices, user will give P classes, and we have to predict whether the person survived or not survived right now. Okay. I wanted to ask you one simple thing, guys. Survived is which kind of a data, guys? Survived is which kind of a data? Continuous data or categorical data? At least tell me this thing, guys. Survived is continuous or categorical data? Very good. So, guys,
Sir.
very good. Remember one thing at least. This is one thing that you guys need to remember. When you need to do continuous prediction, this is very important. Continuous prediction when you need to do. For now, as a very beginner mode, I'm telling you, when you need to do continuous prediction, you have to use linear regression algorithm. Which algorithm? Linear regression algorithm we have to use when we are doing continuous data prediction. When we have to use linear regression algorithm. Now, when we try to predict categorical prediction when we do, guys, categorical prediction, then we use which kind of a data, guys? Which kind of algorithm we use? Logistic regression algorithm, guys. Okay. So for continuous data prediction, we use linear regression. For categorical, I guess, prediction, we use logistic regression. Remember this thing. For categorical prediction, logistic regression, continuous prediction, linear regression. You guys tell me, I wanted to predict which column? Which column I wanted to predict, guys? What is the output? What we wanted to predict? Which column we wanted to predict, guys? Tell me quickly. Tell me quickly, guys. Which column we wanted to predict? Hmm?
Logistic.
Logistic regression we will use. We are predicting survived column. That is categorical data. So we will use logistic regression. For example, again, it's Gordana. I can see now this time
Yes.
from here. Now this time I can see, guys, here. I will keep it like this here. So guys, if we try to see right now that survived column we were had, then we were using logistic regression. For example, if we wanted to predict the ticket fare prices, suppose you wanted to predict fare prices, which algorithm you will use for fare prices, guys? Fare prices, guys. For fare prices, which algorithm? Linear or logistic? Predicting the fare prices, ticket prices. Tell me, guys, quickly. Predicting the fare prices, guys. Fare is which kind of data? Continuous or categorical data? Tell me. Fare is which kind of data? Continuous or categorical?
Continuous.
Continuous.
Continuous data. And when we need to predict continuous data, what we use? Linear or logistic, guys?
Linear.
When we do linear regression. Very good. That's what you guys need to understand. So
Linear.
suppose, yeah. So suppose, guys, you are predicting age of a person. Age of a person. So linear regression or logistic regression? Age of a person. You're predicting age of a person.
Linear.
Linear or logistic? Very good. Linear regression
Linear.
algorithm. So suppose, guys, you are predicting whether you are predicting tomorrow's temperature. Tomorrow temperature. What would be the weather tomorrow? What would be the temperature tomorrow? Temperature is which kind of data, guys? Continuous or categorical? Temperature, guys. Weather temperature.
Categorical.
Continuous.
Temperature continuous data. Actually, it can be vary. Now it can be 21.45 degrees Celsius, 21.29 degrees Celsius, 21.0 degrees Celsius. Okay, so it's a continuous data. So predicting the future temperature, which algorithm we can use, guys? Temperature. If you wanted to predict, which algorithm? If it is a continuous data, which algorithm we can use for predicting that
Linear.
linear regression? Predicting the sales of a company. Predicting the sales of a company, guys.
Linear.
Linear regression. Stock prices, linear regression. Predicting
Linear
whether
regression.
predicting whether the what you can say, you will approve the loan of a person or not. Predicting you will approve the loan of a person or not. Yes or no, yes or no. Which kind of a data? Categorical data. Yes or no. Approved loan, not approved loan, approved loan, not approved loan. Okay, categorical data. So predicting whether the person loan you will approve or not, which kind of a data you will use, which kind of algorithm?
Logistic.
Very good. This is the thing that you guys need to know, like logistic regression, linear regression, that's all. So in our case, we will use logistic regression algorithm, guys. So let's try to use the logistic regression. Okay. So X data is finalized, Y data is also finalized. So you can see right now, this is the X data, guys. So X data is finalized, and now this is the Y data. We can see it is finalized right now. Okay. So what we wanted to do, guys, as you can see, we are having 891 rows of data, and here also 891 rows of data we are having. So general, I'm telling you guys, what is the general methodology you can say, or general technique we are having right now. So we directly do not put this entire data into training. There is a reason behind it, guys. So suppose you got 1,000 rows of data, you do not send 1,000 all data for training of your training in the model right now. You don't send 1,000 all the data in training. Why? Because if you send all the 1,000 data for training, you do not have any data remain for testing purpose. So you have to test the model now, how your model is doing it, how whether your model is good or bad. You wanted to know that thing, whether your model is good or bad right now. So if you send all the data, guys, all the data in your model, then you will be not able to have any data to make the test. Okay, you have to test something. So for testing, you should have some data. So what we do actually, we split the data. We generally what we try to do whenever we are having less number of data, we try to do like 80% data, we use it for training, 20-25% data, we use it for testing. So 20-25% data, which we use it for testing, it does not go anywhere. It does not go in training and all. Once your model is created, once your model is got trained, guys, then that 20-25% data, you use it for testing purposes, guys, right now. Okay, so the main thing what we are understanding, you don't send all the data in your model for getting it trained. We send what, 80% of the data or 75% of the data in training. Rest of the data we keep it for testing purposes only right now, guys. So what we are going to do it here also, same thing we are going to do. So what we are going to do, we are going to divide the data set. 75% or 80% data we are going to keep it for training purposes. 20% data we will keep it for testing purposes. Okay, got it? Now
Yes.
let's try to split the data in training and testing right now. So we have to write a code, guys. Okay, so from sklearn is the module, guys, now from where you do data pre-processing, machine learning work, every kind of this machine learning and data pre-processing work we generally do from sklearn module. So from sklearn dot model underscore selection, import train test split. This is the function that will split the data, guys. From sklearn.model selection, import train test split right now. So what we are going to do now, we will create x train variable. Okay, we will create x test variable. Similarly, we will do what right now, guys? We will do x test. Similarly, we will create y train
Y.
variable, and we will create y test variable right now. So if you try to see, we have divided X data into two parts, X train and X test, and Y data into two parts, Y train and Y test we have divided. Now inside it, we will do what? We will put our train test split, and we will give our X data and Y data, both we will give it. Okay. So X and Y, whatever the data we created, X, our X data and Y data, both data we will give inside the train test split function right now. Okay. Then what we are going to do? We are going to now decide it, test underscore size. Okay. So if we write 0.2, that means 20% data is test data. If I write 0.1, 10% data is test data, 15% data is test data. So currently I want 20% data as a test data. Only 20% data as a test data I want. So I kept test size is equal to 0.2 right now. Okay. So now what I will show you guys, now you can see X train, you can see guys right now. Okay. X train is now 712 rows of data. This is 80% of 890 rows right now. X test, if I show you right now, X test is generally like 179 rows. This is 20% of the whole data set right now. Okay. So this is how we can see what is X test and X train right now. Yeah. Anyone having any doubt, guys? Ishita, do you have any doubt?
ಅವಳು
Guys,
ಹೇಳಿದಕ್ಕೆ ಅನ್ಸಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾನು ಈಗ ಆ ತರ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅದೇ ಅರ್ಪಿತಾನೆ.
okay, guys, let's go on this. So now what we will do, I guess my screen is visible. Yeah. Yeah, my screen is
Yes.
visible, guys. So now what we'll do, after dividing the data into train test split, guys, what we can do actually, we can just go and try to, what we can say, we can create our logistic regression model. So now what we will do, from sklearn, from same sklearn module, and from there we will import logistic regression, guys. Okay. So from sklearn.linear model, we will import logistic regression right now. Okay. And now what we'll do, we'll create logistic regression object. First of all, logistic regression model object we created. So we created logistic regression model object right now. After creating logistic regression model object, guys, then what we are going to do, let me tell you what we are going to do. Now we are going to fit the data, log.fit the data. Which data we are going to fit in the model, guys? Training data or testing data we are going to fit in the model? Which data we are going to fit? Training or
Training.
testing data? Which training data we are going to
Training.
fit into our model? Yeah. So what we will do right now, we will write x underscore train. Okay. X underscore train, x underscore test. Sorry, y underscore train. Okay, not test, guys. So we are training data we are sending here. X train we are sending here. Y train we are sending it here right now. So we send both the data. We are trying to fit both the data here right now. And once we did it, our logistic regression model got trained onto the training data, guys, right now. It got trained onto the training data right now. Okay. And now what we can do, we can make some sort of a prediction. Any prediction you can do, whatever you want. So suppose this logistic regression, using logistic regression, we wanted to predict something. Now what we wanted to predict, double bracket only generally we use it. So what we wanted to predict, we are saying based upon the age, fair and peak classes. So we are giving it right now. We are saying that, okay, age of the person is 23. And what after next, guys, after age, we have to give fair. And the ticket price of this person was nearly $390. Okay, ticket price of the person. And the peak class, the person was traveling from first class. Okay, what would be the chances of survival, whether he will survive or not? So let's just try to see. So it is saying that person would be able to survive right now. Based upon your data, age of the person is 23, 390, and the person would be able to survive right now. Now I'm giving age of the person is 80, 80, 80, and the person expend it is $100, and the person was traveling from third class. Okay, let's try to see whether the person will be able to survive or not. Now the person would not be able to survive right now. Age is 80 and the ticket price was $100, and the person was traveling from third class, the person would be not able to survive. Zero means not able to survive. We have, yeah. So we have easily made that model right now, which will be able to make the predictions right now. Okay. Now, if you wanted to check, actually we made a very simple model. If you guys see, it's not a very like what you can say tough model. We have sent a very, we have created a very simple model right now. So if you wanted to test, because you have saved your test data, guys, no, if you wanted to test how your model is doing, whether your model is doing good or bad, something like that. If you wanted to test it, guys, also, so how you can test it? Actually, you can use logistic regression model, and you can use score. Okay, okay, sorry. Multiple times it happens. Okay. Hmm. So if you try to see, guys, right now we will use log.score. Okay. I guess this example you guys understood, na? This one, prediction one, or not? Wish?
Yes, sir.
You guys understood? Okay. So log.score right now means we wanted to check how much efficient our model is there. Okay. So log.score we will use, and we will send our test data. That's why you keep your test data aside. X test data you are sending, and Y test data you are sending right now. So you are sending your testing data. Okay. So X test data, Y test data, both have sent. And now let's run it. It will be able to tell how much efficient your model is there. So it is saying right now 0.74. So the efficiency of model is what right now? 74% accurate result it will give you. Okay. 74% accurate result you will be getting from your model. And yeah, the reason is also that you are getting only 74%, because if you try to understand, guys, we have chosen a very less number of data. We have created a very simple model. If you create a better complex model with a lot of data set, then you can reach 85%, 90%, 95% accuracy also. So currently the accuracy is only 74%, because we created it just now, right? Okay, just right now we created it. Okay. So for example, you guys wanted to test it. Just give me any data to test it, guys. Log.score. Okay. Tell me, guys, any data that you wanted to test it. We have to give what? We have to give age, ticket prices, and what you can say, uh, like what you can say, P class. From which class he was traveling. Suppose age of the person is 70, and he was traveling at $50, and he was traveling from the third class. So let's see, person will be able to survive on log.score. Just a second. Oh, sorry, predict, guys. Predict function, not a score function. It should be predict function. Okay. So log.predict, and the person would not be able to survive, guys, right now. Okay. So this is how you create your machine learning model right now. Okay. Now, guys, suppose hypothetically you wanted to use this machine learning model in production directly. How we will be able to use it? Okay. So let me just showcase you. Just a second, guys. So here I told you on that day, if I'm not wrong. So for using your model into the prediction, just a second. We have to create a complete web app project, complete end-to-end web app project. Okay. So I would not create manually, because it is going to take a lot of time to create a complete web project. Actually, it is going to take a lot of time for it. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just use the previous one, some previous code and all. Just a second. Yes. So what I'm doing, guys, I did not did anything right now. Just see, I have imported a module and package called pickle right now. So using this pickle, what we will be able to do, guys, whatever the model we have created, actually, whatever the machine learning model we have created, now we can save that machine learning model. And once you saved your machine learning model, you can use it anywhere, wherever you wanted to use it right now. So what we did, we have created a model.pickle file in right binary mode, and we are dumping what? We are dumping our logistic regression model. This logistic regression model that we have created now, we are dumping that logistic regression model here right now. So now let's try to dump it. So now once we dump that logistic regression model, your model file is being created. Guys. This is your model file. And now this model file, wherever you wanted to use it, guys, you can use it simply. You can use it in production, you can use it for deployment and all this thing. I will do one simple thing. I will just set up a small project in front of you, an end-to-end project in front of you, so that you can understand how quickly we can do it right now, how it would be done. Okay, how you can use it live in a website and all this thing. Okay, so I'm downloading this model.pickle file. Okay, and now I will not write the code manually. I will just tell ChatGPT to create the code and project repository for me. Okay, I'll use some AI tools for it. So I have ChatGPT Plus and all this account, guys. So just a second, let me tell it to the ChatGPT. So I want a simple Flask project from you, where in the front end we would be having the home page directly index.html, and inside the index.html we will take the age of a person, fare of the person, okay, and the p class. And inside the p class you can select first, second, third class only. Right now means 1 2 3 value in numerical. In the backend we have to send the data in numbers only, numerical data only. And we need an app.py. Inside that Flask function should be there. Inside that Flask function will receive these data from the user, and after it receive these data, it will open the model.pickle file in the same location, and then it will send the model these data in model.pickle file, make the prediction using model.pickle file. Model.pickle file will predict the result 0 or 1, and that 0 means person not survived, 1 means person survived. So what we need to do, we need to just showcase it to the user. Not survived, survived. So you understood the complete context. Give me the front end, give me the back end, and everything. Yeah, guys. So now I guess the screen again got stuck. So let me just share it again. Now you will see that ChatGPT will create the complete project repository for me. Okay, end-to-end complete project repository for me. So let me use it accordingly. Let it run, guys. Meanwhile, I will go in my VS Code and I will create my project repository, guys. I'll go in my VS Code. I will create file controller, complete new folder. I will create it. And this I will give it name Titanic prediction. Okay. Create the folder, open the folder right now. And I will create my some front end files and all. Okay. And model.pickle file is also downloaded, guys. So model.pickle file, I need it from it. Just give me a moment. I will drag and drop model.pickle file here. Okay, it's not there. I'll drag and drop from here. So model.pickle file we will need, guys, because we wanted to make some predictions. So let me just go with this. Wow. Why this open? Wait. The file location is right now. Wow. Now this time. So model.pickle file, we will send it here right now. Okay. Now here we will create some project repository. So templates we will create it, guys, for our front end. And app.py we will create it. App.py we will create it for our backend actually. Okay. And then we will create one more file, requirements.txt file for our module and packages what we are using into the project actually. Okay. Now, if we wanted to see like what are the packages we are using right now, let's just give it. We are using actually, if you try to see, guys, sklearn module right now. So sklearn is called scikit-learn, guys. Scikit-learn, we are going to use it. Okay. And for front end and web applications, we are going to use, guys, one of the most important package, that is Flask. We are going to use it right now for front end and back end and all this thing. Okay, and we are going to use what you can say unicorn. This is very special, guys. Unicorn is going to help us for the deployment of the project. Okay, complete end-to-end deployment of the project you will be able to do using unicorn actually. Okay, and let's see what is the chat gpt is actually created right now. Does chat gpt created our complete code? Let's see right now. So app.file model.pickle, obviously we setted it right now, and let's python code it's created. So let's just use that python code. Okay, and we will move that code python code in app.py right now. Okay, so let's see what ChatGPT have did it simple right now. So model path is model.pickle directly. It is there right now. Flask numpy as np. Okay, numpy it's also using. So numpy if it is using, guys, then I have to give what right now? I have to give pandas and numpy both. Okay, so numpy it is using, so I'm giving panda so that pandas it can use it directly. Okay, we are using. We are going to deploy. I'm going to deploy in front of you so that you can see how much easy it is to do a deployment of the project. Only one more thing I'm going to do. Host is equal to 0.0.0.0. This is we use it for deploy for public. Once we deploy it for public, you can also visit and you can make the prediction. Okay. Then we use port number. We are going to use port number, suppose 5050. Okay. Host and port is important for you right now. Now here, if you try to see, it is trying to get the data, age data, fair data, peak classes from that, and it's opening. Yeah. Again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. So now if you try to see this code, what it will do, guys, I guess it's there now. This code, what it will do, if you try to see, this code will take age data, fair data, p classes data, and then it will convert into an array and it will send into model.predict function. It will make the prediction, and based upon the prediction, the front end will get the output also. Okay, simple, not much thing. And now inside templates, we will create our index.html page. Okay, the main home page right now, and I will show you in front of you directly at how it is making the prediction live. Okay, I'll copy this file code. This is our front end, guys. And now I will paste it here. I just wanted to test, guys, I do have pandas or not. So let me just test it and I will start making prediction directly. Just a second. So pip install pandas, I will check it once. And pip install scikit-learn, both the library, guys. Scikit minus learn. Both are there right now. That means I can do the prediction, guys. So Python app.py, and let's try to run this code. Okay. Hoping for the best, guys, that in one go it would work. I am hoping right now. So now I will go to the server. This is our server. It is created, guys. I'll go and open the server. And inside the server, it should load our front end. So it is loaded our front end. And inside the front end, what it will do, it is asking age. So suppose I'm giving the age of a person is 24, and fare of the person I'm giving right now $70, and P class I'm selecting, that is second class or third class person. And I'm trying to predict whether the person will be able to survive or not. I'm trying to click on predict function, and result what we got, person would be not able to survive. The result from our machine learning model that we have created. Okay, so it is giving the result, the person would not be able to survive. Let's check with any other age. So we are checking with age of 60. Fare prices, I'm keeping it nearly $450, and the person is traveling from first class, and I'm trying to make prediction. And this time it's also saying not. Let me just refresh it, because two times I guess it would not take the resubmission. So yeah, it is having little just small bugs. That is the front end problem. That is not our machine learning problem. Machine learning model is set it actually. Okay, so let me just go with 50 each. Fair prices is I'm writing $450, and P classes I'm giving as first class. Let's try to make some prediction. And prediction, what we got it, not survived. Every time it is giving not survived. So what is that case? Whether our model is predicting not survived, or our front end is every time just giving not survived. Let's just try to see that right now. Let's just try one more time with some other data. Maybe Our model is not, something else is happening, like 20, 70 each, not survived. That means something is fixed right now. So like something is happening into it. So let's give it $390 and let's give it 20 each. Still not survive. So that means kuch to hai. There are some bugs it is there right now. And that means I have to do only one simple thing. I wanted to print my predictions. Okay. And let's see what it is going to print every time. Let's run the code again. Let's try to make some prediction, guys. Age I'm giving right now, suppose 25. Fair prices I'm giving $390, and second I'm giving it as a first class right now. Let's see, predict it is coming not survive. So if we try to see what it is printed in our terminal, also terminal it is also printing 0. That means person was not able to survive. That means I just need to check p class value. I need to print p class value every time. Which p class value it is getting, maybe there may be some issues in getting the p class. Let me just check it. What is the p class value, age value, and fair value it is getting from the backend? Okay, let me just verify this thing also, guys. Give it 40 age, fair is $410, and p class is maybe first class. I will take first class only right now. Predict not survive. Let's just see what is the data it is printing right now. So if we try to check it here, it's taking first class 40.0 and 410 only. The same data. The same data it is taking right now. There is no difference at all in this data right now. P class, A's, and fair. Okay, it's did in opposite direction. That's why, guys, actually P class would be not the first data. First data would be age, and then it would be fair, guys. Okay, and then it would be p class. That arrangement it was not proper, only p class. Okay, the arrangement age, then fair, I guess, then p class. Last p class was there. And now let's try, I guess it would be fine now, I guess, if I'm not wrong. Okay, age, fair, then p class. Let's try it for the last time, guys. And now what we will do, we'll give the same thing, like maybe 50 as a age, fair prices is 410, and the person is traveling from the first class. Let's predict it, and this time it is coming survive. So that arrangement, how it was sending into the our machine learning model, that was not only correct, otherwise it is fine. So how quickly, like it does not take even 10 minutes to set up the complete project around our machine learning model. And now you will see how much quickly it will be for me to do deployment of this project. It will take 5 minutes only, guys, to deploy this project in front of you only, just to deploy this project right now. Okay, so for the deployment of the project, what we will try to do, guys, here, let me just do it. What I will do, requirement.txt, it is set up. Unicorn, pandas, flask, scikit-learn, model.pickle is fine, app.py is fine. Now I will first, yes, gone. Just a second. My screen is visible. No, screen is visible. Now, first of all, I will initialize the repository, and I will initialize the repository on my GitHub. It would be directly uploaded to my GitHub automatically, guys. It is synced actually. Okay. Hi, new project. New project. Commit the changes. Yes. And I will publish the branch accordingly. Publish the branch, and I will make it as a public branch. Now, this complete project is been published on my GitHub automatically without having any issues. Okay. You can see open on GitHub. It has been published onto the GitHub directly. Okay, you see, it has been published onto the GitHub directly. Now I need to just do the deployment, the end-to-end deployment, so that you guys can use it. So for the free source, we can try to deploy our project onto the render.com, guys. So render is a cloud service, free cloud service, where you can go and directly deploy your complete project end to end, and it would be very quick, guys. I'm telling you, it would take 2 to 3 minutes to deployment. Okay. So suppose I will create a new service here. I will create a new service and web service. I will use it, and I will just do the Titanic prediction, that project that I have taken. Titanic prediction, I will take it. Okay. And everything is fine. Pip install Unicorn free version. I will choose it because it's absolutely free. You can use it. And then I will click on deploy web service. That's all. Done. Your complete project is now deployed. Deployment means, guys, I will give you website link in the group. You can directly manually from the phone, you can make prediction. From your own phone, directly you can make the prediction. This is how much it is simple to do this work. Just wait for 2 minutes. It's building the project and it would be done. Build has been successful. Now I guess it would be working in just a matter of seconds right now. And this was your end-to-end use cases of your machine learning project right now. Okay. End-to-end, the complete deployment until the deployment part. And this is the same thing that I'm going to expect from you guys. You can watch the recording back and forth. What are the things I have used? You can use ChatGPT to create front end and back end model. You guys have to create it. You guys will use your own things to create what you can say. So you guys will use it. You guys will use your own project. Okay. Either you guys have to work on weather data set, either you guys can use your own data set. That is not a problem. You have to create until the machine learning model from yourself. Until the machine learning model, do it yourself. How to save the machine learning model, I have shown you into the project only. You can see how to save the machine learning model. Then you need to integrate that machine learning model inside the front end and back end. And once you integrate it, you can try to deploy it on the render. Okay, several things you guys have to take the help of from the ChatGPT. I'm telling you guys, you have to take the help of ChatGPT. Now this is the website link. I got it, and directly I can open the website and I can do the predictions right now. So suppose age is 34, fair is 200, person is belong from second class, whether survive or not, person would be able to survive, and we got the result instantly, guys. And now what you can do, guys, if I go and paste it inside your WhatsApp group, you can directly open it from your group. This thing you guys can open it directly. Okay, I'm putting it into your group, guys. You guys can just go and click on the link and you will be able to make the prediction from your phone. Like I can go directly here and I can just the website is open and I can just give it and select it. I will be able to make the prediction. And that's what we are expecting from you. Until Monday, we want this end-to-end project deployment from you guys right now. And based upon that, your top performers, your certification and everything would be distributed, guys. Like this is very final, guys. The people who is regular, the people who is attending, the people who is interacting, they will be getting the internship certification, as well as from the people who did the project well. There would be a project kind of a sessions where you will your project will be analyzed, and then certification duration distribution and the top performer announcement would be done inside that session. So as instantly the top performer will be announced in the sessions, within I guess 1 week, you guys will be receiving your stipend and all this thing. Okay, so this is legitimate. There is no issues at all into it. You guys try to do your project properly. If any kind of a doubt you guys are getting facing any kind of issues, I told you, you guys have assigned mentors right now. You can take the help from them to deploy on render, or to save the model, to create a machine learning model. You can take the help from them, guys. Okay, so this was a basic overview of complete pipeline, complete workflow, how we do the work, right? Okay, now inside that we are having a bigger picture. Bigger picture means a lot of in-depth things we are having, whether it's your data cleaning, whether it's your data analysis, whether it's your machine learning. A lot of different things we are having right now. And definitely if you wanted to do good in this like a job market and all this thing, we have to learn those things, and we have to understand in a proper way. Okay, not a like a just yet some other people is doing some work right now. Okay, you need to know and understand the core of it, the mathematics behind it, the complete cloud architecture, the complete deployment pipeline, everything you guys need to understand accordingly. Okay. So yeah, guys, that's I'm keeping for today. Now it's your work. Now it's your project work. Until Monday, I told you the deadline is until Monday. You guys have to submit the project until Monday, and you guys will get the announcement session. Maybe on Wednesday, you will get your certification and top performance announcement on the Wednesday. Okay, and then rest of the thing will be continuing, guys. Okay, and that's all for me, guys. I hope you guys got some understanding from me right now. And because the diversity of the student was very different in this, okay, some people was knowing something, some people was not knowing something, so it was very tough for me sometime to do code either, although I know that the person is maybe not able to understand and all, because you don't know, like maybe I have taught 10,000 students. Okay, you guys do not know and aware about my journeys and all this thing. You guys can connect me through on the LinkedIn also. You guys just search Aman Kasaudhan on LinkedIn. You will be able to get some more better information from me. Okay, about me, what I have did, and at what age I have achieved a lot of different things actually. Okay, maybe you guys are not aware about it. I have started the work since class 12. I was a web developer in class 12, and in first year I started to earn. Second year I was placed in the top companies of India, like Great Learning and UpGrad and all these things. Third year, fourth year, I've worked for multiple different companies right now, and then I've started some new revolutions into it right now. I'm telling you guys, you don't know anything about me. You guys like some people, I guess people, a lot of people registered, but some people got detached because after having few sessions. So the people who have learned something from me, that is very good, guys. You guys can learn more better thing from my side in future. Anything you guys need, any kind of help, any kind of doubts you have, it just ping me. There is no issues. I will be happy to guide you into your career. There is no issues at all into it right now. It just like that, just keep learning the things. Okay, and whatever my students are there, they are doing crazy things in the world currently right now. Okay, they're building some new innovative AI products that we are launching into the markets also. So I'm very inspired by these students who are getting trained under me right now. So you guys do also the same kind of thing. Get more understanding of AI, and there is nothing going to beat the AI in the future right now, guys. Okay, and as an Indian people, we don't want it to be consumer of AI. We just wanted to be the productive, like we could say we wanted to produce AI in house right now. Okay, so that's what should be our aim, and that's what should we do in our future right now. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. And if you need anything from my side, you can let me know. Okay, back. And yeah, this attendance form, I will send it directly into the group. You guys can just ping like fill the attendance so that next process can be started. Bye, guys, have a good day. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.